Human touch is a strong need. Sadly, most men are not in touch with ourselves emotionally, sensually, and spiritually enough to explain this as a need. We do show it though. This is why we do silly things for sex or misbehave per se. In confession, many of us are guilty or have been guilty of shifting our mentality when a woman withdraws or comes up short in the touch area. This proves sex alone isn't the only touch needed. We need that conversational, emotional, mental, social, and sexual touch all in one package. That package contains different standards for different men, but at the base, we need that definitive touch. You have a portion in your book about life lessons, and you chose to speak on why men cheat. Why do you think it was imperative to include this perspective for women to understand why men cheat?
Well, it's an issue everybody talks about, but I also want to bring out, it's for the women, but it's also for the men as well too. Interesting, I had some men actually read this piece, and men let me know, it's like, wow, that's right on point. Older men, along even with young men, are even teenagers. So I just want to know, it's all around. So it's definitely beneficial for the woman, but also beneficial for the man, for us to help understand why we cheat, or what encourages why we go in that direction to cheat. Because we all know it's a hurtful thing, because it's a betrayal of trust. But I want to go deeper and really capture what drives it, so we can understand the man's perspective. The piece you mentioned in there is men desire to touch. We crave the touch. We express ourselves through touching, if you really pay attention to men. And so if we're not being touched sexually, mentally, spiritually, conversationally, we end up finding ourselves with voids. And those voids cause us to wander because we're looking for that touch. And so we will seek out that touch. And unfortunately, if the person we think we are committed to is not providing that touch in a variety of areas that you listed, that you read off, we begin to seek in different other areas to kind of replace that. I'm not justifying it, but it just what begins to happen, because a man wants to feel whole and complete. When he is with a woman, he feels complete. He wants that complete solace. So when he's missing that, he's feeling vulnerable. That's a man emotion. He's feeling vulnerable. When a man's not being touched, he is feeling vulnerable. He's feeling lost. He's feeling displaced in a lot of aspects. And and everybody knows the famous maxim, it's not good for a man to be alone. So when a man is not being able to express himself with somebody, he's going to eventually seek that out, so that's what I was trying to kind of capture in that. I can go, even more deeper into that, but it's in the book.